Hi everyone, welcome back to another Meals of the Week video. This time around I've kind of just combined what we've had over the last 2 weeks into one video. Just because I've not had time really to put separate videos up entirely. But yeah, for my first night, I've made this like pepperoni pasta bake kind of thing. I kind of chucked whatever I had really in it. But I thought I'd show you how I made that. So I just started off by frying some mince in there with some chopped onion, and I always add a chicken stock just as it is, and I mix that in as well. And I think I had like a dash of red wine in there as well. I added some of that Hyundai's classic taco seasoning that you can probably see on the side. But yeah, I added some of that taco seasoning. I added like the whole bucket in, but I kind of wish I only added half because it kind of made it a bit more spicy than I actually wanted to. So I know for next time. And yeah, I just added kind of tomatoes and some mixed herbs in there, and I just let that simmer for about 20 minutes. And this is what it looked like when it was all dished up. With my added pepperoni in there, I melted some leftover mozzarella I had in the oven, and just serve that up with some penne. I just used what I had left over at this time, so there was some mixed fusilli and some penne pasta, just combined. Like I said, this was kind of like just a leftover kind of dinner, but yeah, it's still really nice. So for tonight's dinner, I just wanted to make just a very quick, basic one. It's one of my favourite dishes to make, to be honest. It's just easy. So I just made some mashed potato in the saucepan. I just make this one myself. It's just made with butter and milk, to be honest. I don't put anything fancy in there. Yeah, I just served that between the two of us. Then I just served that with some mixed veg. I bought these frozen bags to store in the freezer, and they've honestly saved me a lot of time. I only buy like frozen peas and sweet corn and carrots. I don't tend to like frozen broccoli and that. Do still like that fresh, but for convenience, this is just really quick. You just pop in the saucepan for like 20 minutes. Then I just served dinner with these heck sausages. I really like these sausages. They're like so nice. You can get them from like Tesco or Sainsbury's or anything like that. They're about £2. You get a pack of 8. I just pop these in the air fryer. They take about 15-20 minutes or so in the air fryer. But yeah, they're really nice, and they're a lot less fatty than normal sausages. But yeah, I just served these with some Yorkshire puddings I had left over in the freezer. So these are just the cheap 50p hearty ones from Tesco, and I just served this with some gravy, and yeah, it was really nice and very easy, simple. Didn't take very long at all. But yeah, that was it for tonight's dinner. So for tonight, I was actually meant to make chicken curry and egg fried rice, which was on my meal plan. However, my partner didn't fancy that at the time, which he only told me last minute when I was about to cook it. So I'd already defrosted the chicken, and I had to come up with something quick, and he wanted a wrap actually, but I didn't have any wraps and I had this bread. So I kind of just made a mini Subway kind of thing. I just put some air fried chicken in there. I put that with paprika seasoning on top of it, and I served that with some lettuce and some bacon, and I put sweet chili sauce in there and mayonnaise. I had this bread. I got this from a deguster box. It's sourdough bread, and I just cut that in half between us. And yeah, I just served that with some chips that I also did in the air fryer that took about 20 minutes or so, and just some mayonnaise on top. But yeah, it came out actually really nice. I was pleasantly surprised actually. But yeah, that's basically what we had for dinner tonight. So for tonight's dinner, this was recommended by my sister. We went to town for the day, and we picked up a stir fry from Marks and Spencer's. So you get like a veg, a meat, the noodles and the sauce. I think it's for £8. And I just got one pack to serve between me and my partner Darren, and then I just served this with some pumpkin bread that I also bought from Marks and Spencer's because it was reduced to clear. So I just served that with that. And yeah, I really like that pumpkin bread actually. It was really, really nice. The noodles I used in this one was pad thai noodles, and I think it was like a soya chili sauce. Yeah, it's really, really nice. I've actually got another stir fried. I showed you how to make this later on in the video, so I'll show you then. But yeah, it's become one of my favourite meals, so definitely probably going to pick up one of these every week now. But yeah, that's basically what we had for dinner tonight. So I had this on one of my days off. Yeah, I was really tired working last week. It was so exhausting. But yeah, on my days off I like to cook something just a little bit more complicated. So I did a gammon roast dinner. Right, those flat things there, I tried to make Yorkshire puddings and I followed someone's recipe like to the letter. For the life of me, I cannot make Yorkshire puddings. I don't know what's wrong. But they come out like just flat, basic fine. They tasted nice though. Still tasted nice, but obviously they don't look like Yorkshire puddings on there. And then I just did my usual gammon, which is like cooked in, it's like a honey and mustard glaze with some pineapple, and I just served that with some roast potatoes, some mixed frozen veg, some broccoli, and I think I did some leftover. Yeah, I had some leftover of the pumpkin bread there as well, so I just put that on the side there with some gravy, and then, yeah, that was everything for tonight. But yeah, I'll probably have to stick to frozen Yorkshire puddings if I'll keep trying, but we'll get there eventually. But yeah, that's basically what we had for dinner tonight. So for tonight's dinner, I'm basically making chili con carne with hot dogs. I used this at the time. It was with the 20% fat mince because I bought it because it was cheaper, but I kind of wish I hadn't. I wish I'd kind of just stuck to the 5% mince, because once you've had the 5% mince, and I feel like when I went back I could taste the difference. I could taste how fatty this was, and I really didn't like it. So yeah, next time I'm definitely gonna have to stick to the normal. But I made this just my chili con carne, so I just thought I'd show you. So I just use like mince, and I put some mushrooms. I tend to now I get like just a pack of mushrooms, and I chop them all up and I just chuck them in the freezer, and they just last longer that way. So I did that with some onions, and then I added some cinnamon, because I saw this in someone's recipe on YouTube, and they just added that to give it more flavour, and it was actually really nice. I think it complemented the mince really well, so I added some cinnamon in there. Then next up, I just added this chili con carne sachet seasoning packet you can get. I just love using one of these. It just tastes really nice. I just mixed that all together in my saucepan. Next up, I just used this Herdai's salsa sauce that I had in the cupboard. I think I got this on offer. I think it was like $1.50 or something at the time. But yeah, I just mixed that through into my chili con carne. And then I use that same jar, and I just rinse it with some water in there, and I add that in as well. My mum taught me that trick, just so you can get like the most left out of the jar of sauce in there. So yeah, I just let that cook for about another 5 minutes or so, and then I just added I think it was either beef or chicken stock in there, and some Worcestershire sauce. I couldn't pronounce it then. But yeah, and I think that's basically it. And I just mix it all up, and I just let that cook for 20 minutes whilst I cooked my hot dogs and my buns. This was basically it all served up. I used the posh hot dogs from Marks and Spencer's. They were really nice as well. And I served it with this baguette bun. That was kind of another regret. Well, I picked a baguette bun because it was cheaper at the time. It was £1.60, as the posh hot dog buns from Marks and Spencer's were £2.90, which was more than I'd want to pay, to be honest. but I kind of wish I did in some way. I'd rather have done like 2 small hot dogs each than one large one, because it was a bit difficult to eat. But yeah, that was it served up, so I'd just change that and make it with the 5% mince next time. But I just served that on top and just served some red Leicester cheese, and that, yeah, that was basically our chili hot dog for tonight. Next up was a quick dinner for us tonight. I picked up the Marks and Spencer's. I think it's the best ever macaroni cheese, it's called. And it was actually really nice. It was one of my partner's favourites, this is now. He really likes the crispy crumble it had on top, which is just basically breadcrumbs, which, to be honest, I could do on my own as well. So yeah, but it was really nice, quick, easy dinner. The only thing about it is it was expensive for what it is. I think it's £8.50, which obviously serves 2 people, but I could still probably make it cheaper myself, I feel like. But it was really, really nice, and I'd make it again. And I served this with some bread. I picked up this olive ciabatta bread. I didn't realise the bread actually had olives in it. I thought it meant like olive oil bread or something like that when I ordered from Ocado. But yeah, it had actually olives in it. I only had like 2 slices of the bread because if you like olives then you love the bread. I do like them, but it was really, really strong flavour, so just keep that bear in mind. But yeah, this whole thing, literally I just chucked it in the oven, so it was really quick for dinner tonight. So when I did my mini Ocado shop, I went and brought another one of the stir fries that we had earlier on in the week. I tried some different noodles, but yeah, I just thought I'd quickly show you how quick it is to throw together. So this is your meat, so you pick a protein. So I just picked up the chicken. So I'm just frying the chicken in the saucepan. I cook mine in some soy sauce just to give it that little bit of extra flavour. But yeah, I'm just cooking that up till it goes nice and like a golden brown kind of colour. Next, I just added in the stir-fried vegetables. So this is the rainbow stir-fried pack, and it's one of my favourite vegetables to add in. It's got like tender stem broccoli in there, some cabbage, some pak choi, and some carrots and some baby corn in there. That's going to literally just wilt it down to that. And yeah, oh no, there's some spring onion and green beans in there as well. And yeah, it just takes about 4 or 5 minutes for it to all cook and wilt down. Then I chose these chili and coriander noodles. These were actually really, really nice. I think we slightly preferred these over the pad thai ones we had earlier in the week. So yeah, I just fry those up for about 5-7 minutes. I don't actually have a wok or anything like that, so I was kind of struggling using this frying pan. And I use that honey and garlic sauce on top, and yeah, you just fry that all together basically. And that was our stir fry for tonight. I'm actually going town again today, so I might pick up another another stir fry. I don't know why, I've just become obsessed with them. But yeah, that's basically what we had for dinner today. So tonight was takeaway night. We're still trying to have a takeaway night every week or 2 or something like that, just so it gives us a little bit of a break. So we just watched a film with dinner, and we had a Chinese. We just had a chicken curry each with egg fried rice. So honestly, we only ate like half a plate each, so I could have just brought one between us and saved like £8. So I think I'm gonna do that next time, because yeah, it's a lot actually. And we always serve that with I bought some chili chips and some black pepper sauce as well. But yeah, I could have just split, like I said, one between us. That would have more than done. But anyhow, yeah, a little treat for us tonight. So next up, I was just doing a quick dinner from Marks and Spencer's. I bought this beef lasagna. I think that was like £8.95. I think it's like 1.5 kilogram or something. And I brought these potato delphinize potatoes and some Mediterranean roasting vegetables. So that was it served up. But to be honest, I wouldn't really recommend this one. I could have, like, it was quick and easy. Like, I didn't have to make everything. But I wish I had, like, the lasagna was okay, but it just kind of come out all sloppy and stuff. I don't think it was worth the price that they charged. It was like £8 for it to come out like that. Wasn't worth it. They do a nicer frozen one at Aldi actually, and the Delphi Wars potatoes didn't have much flavour, and the roasting vegetables didn't either. So yeah, it was kind of disappointing tonight, but we still ate it either way. But I could have made that way much better myself, to be honest. I'd rather put in the work for that one. So won't be buying those stuff again, but I thought I'd still show you what we had for dinner tonight, because it'd be nice if I, like I said, if I just made everything from scratch. But yeah, it just kind of, it looks like a sloppy mess on the plate. So this is what we had for last night's dinner. I just fancied chili con carne again. I keep craving the same things regularly a lot lately. But I wanted mine with rice, and Darren's not keen on rice, so I served him with some pasta on his and just some cheese on top. I think, yeah, again, it didn't take more than 20 minutes or so to make. But yeah, that's basically what we had for our dinner tonight. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching my video. I hope you really enjoyed my Meals of the Week video, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Take care. Bye.